All right, all right, all right. Hey, my name is Rio, and you are enrolled in CIT82 at Fresno City College, Web Technologies. What an awesome time to be taking this class, because web technologies, as we all know, affects everything that we're doing. The web touches every aspect of our life, and I love it. I love working with it. I love working on it. When I don't have it, I'm all freaked out. So, that's just kind of the way life is for some of us. But for you that are in this class, hopefully you've made a recognition that you need to know more about web technologies. You may be a student that ultimately wants to be a web developer. Cool, if that's you. If you also might be a student that wants to actually just study web technologies because you understand how pervasive, how ubiquitous it is in our lives. For you, cool, I'm glad you're here. Anybody that's come into this class, you obviously want to learn about web technology. Or maybe I should say, is it obvious? It's obvious to me, you enrolled, so here you are. So what I'm going to do in this first video is I'm hopefully going to make it fairly short, give you an introduction to the course, tell you what you're going to need, and get you started. So if you've taken college classes at Fresno City College, you've probably used a system called Blackboard. Well, guess what? We're going to try something new. I know the web, right? It's always changing. So we're going to use a system called Canvas. It's kind of the up-and-coming replacement, and please, Blackboard, you didn't hear me say that, but to Blackboard for many situations, often because it works better, and in many cases it's open source, which is awesome for those of you that understand open source, why that's a cool thing. So anyway, before I get too much into that, let's turn to the screen and take a look. So you each will have received from me an invitation, okay? Oh, let me turn to the right screen instead of me. So the invitation that you got from me was actually for you to set up your account in Canvas, okay? So maybe by the time you've gotten this, you get a little more information. Let me increase the screen so you can see this, but it basically gives you the login, shows you the course. This is just my personal email, which, by the way, this is what you use for me from here on out. Don't use my campus email. I like my Gmail because it's with me at all times. And we'll talk about ways that you can get contact to me and other students by using something called Hangout in Google, which, by the way, Gmail is required for this course. Okay, so once you get in, you're going to get in and see something like this. This is the course main page, okay? So this gives you some basic information, shows you lectures, account for 25%. So this is a good place to start talking about what you need. So if you've ever heard of a website called lynda.com, let me just go ahead and bring it up. So because it is amazing. It's one of the best training sites on the web. Well, guess what? These days you can get it, I want to say free, and basically it is free by having a library card from the Fresno County Library. Matter of fact, I went down just a couple of days ago and got one just so I could make sure that this indeed works. So if you get a library card, you get a PIN number, you will log in to lynda.com. It'll just be at a little different location, and I'll give you all that when we get further into the course, okay? So for this first video, here's all I want you to know. You got to get it. You've got to get the lynda.com login. Now, if you for some reason can't get down there, I think there's a 10 or a 20-day trial you could log into Lynda with. But the first assignment, I believe, is not due. Well, actually, let's actually turn to the course and see if we can answer when are you going to need lynda.com. So in the course here, if you look over here at calendar, right? So let's go over here, and here's the calendar, which is awesome. I'm just looking here for a minute. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm getting used to this as well. So if I go over here, because I thought there was a larger view, I'm sure I will have found it by the time, but I think if I click on the 24th, oh yeah, here's the other thing. In the syllabus, it actually gives you a better breakdown here, or maybe a larger breakdown. And let me, again, increase that so you can see it. So in this case, you can see on Thursday the 27th, you're going to need the lynda.com for the first lecture that you're going to watch. Okay, so in this case, you have either a me lecture or a Lynda lecture every week. And then also every week, you will have a hands-on assignment, and you will have a current topics. Okay, so this class really has 3 components and a project at the end. You have a lecture, which will be sourced from various places, mostly lynda.com. I may use some what's called atomic learning. That's also free. I mean, that's actually one of the cool things about the web right now, right? It's free. I mean, there's so much free content that we can use. So you have a lecture, you'll have a current topic, and you'll have a hands-on. and you'll have a project at the end. So if you look at the grading criteria, you will see that the project accounts for 25%, and you can see where these other items lay as far as their percentage as well. Okay, so you just need to know that as far as how the grade is or how the course is done. So this thing in the beginning is really just to give you, get started, log in. If I don't see you logged in by the second day of the semester, then I'm going to drop you as a no-show. So make sure you get in, get what you need done. I'll have some other form of attendance by then, but I think this first step should at least give you the basics for what you need. All right, so let's have a great time together. I'm really excited about this class because it's a class that I've created from the beginning. It's the one I teach in my advanced track of web development, which, by the way, we will talk about the web development degree here at City and give you some more information about that. But for today, I think I've probably thrown enough at you. So create your Canvas account, get in, get your Fresno County Library card or number and pen so you can get into lynda.com and start looking at, which I think maybe I should end with this, is that I will have, matter of fact, modules. That's what I should have said. I'm so glad I remembered this. So I've actually broken it down by week here. So here's the first lecture that basically it's this lecture right here, right? So in here you'll go in and you'll take notes, and by this time this may look a little different, don't worry about that. But you'll basically be taking notes. Oh, actually you'll be taking notes in Google Docs. So, you know, maybe what I'll do is do a second video just to give you kind of a little more information on that and at least release the course so you guys can get started. All right, talk to you later. Bye.